Hello everybody, I'm Lawrence and this is the MS Reset. In this video, I want to talk to you about the first time I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis and the second time, because I did receive a misdiagnosis. I'll let you know all about that and hopefully it can help you on your journey. So let's get right into it. So my story goes back to when I was 17 years old. I noticed that my upper lip was crooked to the side and immobile, so it was kind of paralyzed in a way. And I went to the general doctor at that time, and he told me that because I was sleeping with my fan at the time, when I was 17, he told me that it could be from sleeping with the fan. So I let it go. A couple months went by, the lip went away, and everything was fine. But boom, right there, my second symptom came up, and that was the whole left side of my body, arm, leg, went paralyzed, numb. So I couldn't move my toes, I couldn't move my fingers, I couldn't do anything. I was basically worried about why I would be paralyzed on my left side. So when I was 17, my lip went numb. And I went to my general doctor, who later told me that I had Bell's palsy and we should wait for it to go away. It did go away in 2 months and everything looked like it was fine. It was just something that happened. And it wasn't long after that the left side of my body went numb. So my arm, my leg, totally numb. Went back to the doctor, who at that time referred me to a neurologist. Went to the neurologist with my parents, and I did a boatload of testing, EKG, spinal tap, all types of different testing, MRI, and they found lesions on my brain at that age of 17. So at that time, the doctor, my neurologist at the time, said that I had multiple sclerosis, and I didn't want to believe it. My parents didn't want to believe it. We kept doing testing, and it came up that I had very strong case of Lyme disease at this time. So my doctor at the time felt that it was okay to say it wasn't multiple sclerosis, it was actually Lyme disease. We were really happy about that. I received 1 month dose of intravenous antibiotics for the Lyme, and when that month was over, all my symptoms went away. So we decided it was Lyme. I went through it, I did the treatment, and that was it. Fast forward 15 years, approximately, I was about 35, and things started to come back. I had optic neuritis, so I couldn't focus on things in the air. I couldn't focus if somebody threw something at me. I was having major issues with that. And when my doctor at the time, when I was 35, took a look at me, looked at my eyes, and saw what was going on, she quickly said that I had multiple sclerosis and that I should go for another opinion. And to make sure, I went to another doctor, had another spinal tap, and they told me I had multiple sclerosis, and it was definite. And that was very, very hard to deal with at the time, because that basically meant any plans that I had for my future went out the window, because now I had a future of disability, I had a future of multiple sclerosis, I had a future of not working. Everything went out the window. At this time, while I was trying to process everything, the doctor recommended that I do some disease-modifying drugs. And at that time, I started Copaxone and did that for approximately 6 months to a year, injecting myself every day. And it was very difficult for me to process this and to live with that decision. But I did Copaxone for a little bit. I later stopped. And I really didn't do any disease-modifying drugs for about 15 years. So it took me for about 10 years. It took me 10 years to process what was going on with me. Don't let it take that long for you, because I never really did many disease-modifying drugs. I only did Copaxone and Lemtrada, and I didn't have a positive experience with that. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't do disease-modifying drugs also. when you get your diagnosis, seriously consider these drugs to slow down the progression of the disease. And hopefully, in the long run, that will work out better for you. But even though in my story, I really didn't try a lot of disease modifying drugs, and I tried to go about it with healthy eating and working out and stretching and whatnot, I definitely would consider every option if I were you. Look into the drugs, into everything, and do what works best for you and do what you decide to do for yourself.